Well, hello, everybody. I don't see anybody in the chat quite yet. We're trying to figure out why we have such a bad echo. So, help us figure out what's going on, why we have such a terrible echo. Can you hear us? You're going to have to turn yours down completely. Okay. Can you hear me okay now? Can you hear me okay now? All right. Rochelle? Hey, Rochelle. All right. We have an echo, so we're trying to get rid of that. Can you hear an echo? Yep, you can hear an echo, or no, you can't. Are we loud and clear? Hello, Tamara and David. Thank y'all for coming in. We have an echo problem, so I'm trying to get that straightened out. I don't know what's going on. Slightly. Oops. Excuse me 1 second. All right. It's always got to give me trouble because it knows I'm technically.
Oh, she said it's loud and clear now.
Crazy.
Pardon?
All right. Good deal. So how are we doing this evening? We have a invite in the chat, and I hope I did it the right way. So if you want to come up on the live with us, Tamara, Rochelle, just go in and hit on that link and we'll bring you in. So let us know, guys, if you want to come in.
I said they're good.
Why you don't want to come in here, Tamara? You do so good on your videos. You're so cute. Rochelle, you want to come up? No. All right. Well, I forgot my paper and my pen, but that's okay. I can always listen back to it and respond that way. And Rochelle, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank, they're really good folks. Their real names is Tamara and David, but I get it. I understand completely, Tamara. I'm just trying to figure out the new functions on here and how to bring people up and all that good stuff. I didn't want to aggravate Tiffany, although I would love for her to be here. I didn't want to aggravate her and use up all her internet stuff because she's got to have it for her lives and all too. Let's see. So we're just going to figure it out as we go. And I thank y'all for, being patient with us as we go through our little trials and tribulations with all this. So, oh, thanks. That's awesome. I actually set up the live stream in StreamYard. I can still hear the echo and it's driving me crazy. But I didn't realize I set it on record mode instead of setting it on just live mode. So I don't know if it went out as a live or if it went out. I don't know how it went out. So it showed up on mine that it was set up. You found it, so that's good.
It says 4 watching live episode 7.
All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, correct. Rowan and Grace. Hello, sweet friend. Oh, I'm so sorry you feel so bad. This is Candace, y'all, that just showed up in the chat with Growing and Grace. She is an awesome lady.
What's she sick from?
She is going through a lot right now and could use a lot of support and some friends. So if y'all will, please go to Growing and Grace with Candace and make her your new friend. And I'm sure she will probably befriend you back. Real sweet lady, and she definitely needs us right now, and we need her too. So if y'all will, guys, please go and check her out. I really think y'all would be satisfied with her, and we're so happy you're here, Candace. Um, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. They're really wonderful people for you to get to know also, Candace. So if you will, go check them out as well. And my sister Rochelle is in here also. Um, I'm trying not to play with too many buttons because I'm technically not the smartest human being. So I'm trying not to touch a whole lot of buttons while I'm talking to y'all. This is all very new to us. This is our 7th live, but you're still learning and working out the kinks. So, Rochelle, you would absolutely love her, Candace. So, my sister is a very good supporter as well as far as being a good friend. So, she would be a good prayer warrior for you to connect with as well, Candace. She was married to a pastor and he has passed away, and she needs us right now. She needs friends. So we thank God that He put her in our path, and she is my new friend. And I just want her to feel really, really welcome. So thank you so much for coming. We have had a busy, busy week. Mark hurt his thumb at work, and I'll let you tell him kind of what happened.
Oh, well,
This is Mark, and I'm Jean. I know everybody in here probably knows us, but there may be people lurking in the background that don't know who we are and hasn't said anything in the chat. So we just want to make sure that they know who we are. So go ahead and tell your story, Mark, please.
it's not really a story. It's more.
Well, tell them what happened to you.
Well, I was at work and I was changing a Corona pump in a tank, septic tank, and I had a glove on, and I reached down there and tighten a 2-inch coupling up with my hand, and obviously I grabbed it too hard, and the glove punctured, and something went straight into my thumb. And about 3 hours later, my thumb arm swelled up so big I had to go to the ER. And now, after what
And we looked at it to see if we could find anything. I found a splinter like here in his hand, but not in his thumb. So I took and I do have some medical experience. So I took and took all the skin, the dead skin and all off of here, raked it and looked in it with a magnifying glass and all that stuff. And we did remove the one splinter from here, and it was it wasn't like a splinter, it was almost like a piece of metal. That's what was weird.
Well, I think it came off that coupling.
But once we figured we couldn't see it really good what was happening and it was swelling up, we knew the best thing to do was to go on to the hospital because you never know. And then when he got there, they said he had an infection in the bloodstream caused from that. So it was swelling and red and feverish and stuff. So this was just another attack from Satan, because the week before that, almost the last 2 weeks, honestly, it has been a steady attack, one thing after the other. And last week, I was so wiped out spiritually, mentally, emotionally. I barely got through the live, but I thank God for our friends and stuff that come in here and meet with us and, spend time and chat with us, because it really makes a difference having people. So we thank God. You know what, Candace? He's going to taunt us and haunt us as long as he can. But in the name of Jesus, I resist and rebuke Satan and tell him he has to go. This is ridiculous. I know that him and his demons think that they have free reign right now because of what's going on in the world, but
just a lot of small things happening too. Our power pole burnt up, washer burnt up. Just a lot of small things are are kind of plaguing me right now as a man. Like, you know, so it's a lot of small things,
Yeah,
but
our washer burnt up, our breaker box, our breakers, our power pole, our AC. I mean, we were scared that was almost gone. It was
but
just
yeah,
one thing after the other. So thank God.
I'm rebuking that junk off of my land and off of us too.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely rebuking it.
And that's what we have to do, Candace, as you know, as a pastor's wife, that we have to pray for each other and get stronger and, you know, help each other. Be that friend in the gap, you know, because sometimes we definitely need people, not sometime, but all the time, but especially in times like this, to get in that gap and pray for us because we're not strong enough to pray for ourselves sometimes. So, yes, ma'am, Tamara, pray without ceasing. You're absolutely right. And I do try to do a devotional now on Sundays this week, I guess, with everything going on.
He did Saturday.
I got so messed up and I was panicking. I'm like, I got to get this devotional out. It's Sunday and I got to. And Mark didn't say anything. He just let me go off in my
But
panic.
no, I was out of it. I was taking
But
medicine and
I did it Saturday and I thought, thank you, Jesus, letting me get that done because,
you got it
and
out.
I got it out. So I got it out a day early. So, and I just pray weekly for whatever it is God wants to give me for the Sunday because I have no clue what I'm going to do on it. Sometimes it don't happen until that day. And I'm somebody that likes to study and likes to really be prepared. But God's been taking me in another direction to say, nope, you're gonna listen to me and say what I want you to say and not prepare the way you think you should. So that's what I'm trying to do, be obedient. So we've had Mark missing work, you know, the hospital bill, all these different things, and we're like, good Lord, I hope and pray to God, you know, since it happened at work, that they're supposed to cover it. So we're hoping that they do.
It is what it is.
Because we can't you know, do that too right now. But God will give us the grace to do whatever we need to do. So
Touched by yarns in here.
hey Rebecca, thank you so much for coming in. Candace, I'm not sure if you know Rebecca, but Touched by Yarn. I know that Heartland HQ, Tamara or Dinkin Tank does. And Rochelle has, I think, seen her in here before. But if you haven't met Rebecca Touched by Yarn, Candace, go and check her out. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady. And we absolutely love her. She crochets and makes hats and pot holders and dishcloths and stuff like that for people. And to me, that is so special and precious. When somebody makes something homemade, that is like the best thing you could ever receive from someone. So, and Rebecca, if you haven't, then check out Growing in Grace too. Her name is Candace. I think you'd be very, very fond of her. She needs a lot of friends right now. And I did put the link. I hope I did it right, Rebecca. You could better tell me. I put it in the beginning of the chat. If you want to come in, you're more than welcome to do that. I'll try to figure out how to
Rebecca a wrench.
pull you up. I thought Rebecca had a wrench. Rebecca should have a wrench.
No, she don't.
Huh. How do I do that? Now that I'm not in it right now. I could have swore I gave Rebecca a
Did you
wrench.
miss anybody in chat? You found.
Oh.
You found.
Oh, Newfoundler Ingalls family. Hi, welcome in.
guys,
We thank
how
you
y'all
so
doing?
much for coming in, and we're glad you're here. Rebecca definitely is getting a wrench. I don't know how to do it tonight while we're in here because if I touch something, I'm probably going to mess it up real good. And the Bud Files. Hello, peoples. We're so glad y'all are here.
Hey, guys.
We thank everybody for being our friends and for supporting us week by week. And it's just such a blessing. Tranquil, unique nature experience. Hello. Thank
Hi
you so
guys,
much
how
for
y'all
coming
doing?
in, guys. I've seen some changes in the weather, and I pray to God that
Oh,
it
we had some rain.
keeps going. We did have rain.
Yeah.
We were praying for that.
Yeah, grass got a little greener.
And it was for a few hours, and it wasn't no major rain, but it was rain because
Yeah.
we went for almost 2.5 months without a drop. So it was a major blessing to get that rain.
We need about 24 inches, but it'll come.
So Rebecca, did you want to come in? I did post the link, guys. I hope I did it correctly. I'm still learning all kind of new things.
Just gotta go to the computer.
My computer. Okay, okay. And that'll help me learn how to pull people up too and pull people in here, which will be a good thing.
So guys, we did get to work on the goat nursery.
Yeah.
We got the upper wall up for them.
The kidding stall
The
that we
kitten
made
stalls,
for
and then
them
we got to put some hay in there, and they should be what, next month, the end of this month.
in a few weeks from
And
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
in a few weeks we should have some kids running around.
Nana, our mama, Nanny Goat, she is probably going to have them, I say, within 2 weeks because she is huge. And she'll probably have it before the 2 weeks, but she's definitely huge.
I think she's gonna have triplets.
Yeah, that's what I think too, that she's probably going to have triplets. Bud Files, if you want to come up too, I mean, just let me know and we'll try to do this. Like I said, it's an experience for us and we're learning. But just when you come up, wave at me so I know who you are and that you're decent and that you're not trying to come in naked. We don't want nobody naked
Oh, what
here.
else we did? Oh, we moved Cookie, the piggy.
Female
Yeah,
pig
we moved her,
by herself.
and now we got Peanut that we're gonna move him.
Well, Cookie is 6 months old now. She just turned 6 months old. We don't want any uh-ohs. So we moved her. Although I'd love to have baby piggies, we moved her. So we can get her away from Peanut and keep her from getting pregnant. Now, 3 months from now, I would love to get her and him back together and let her have some babies because it's 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days they're pregnant.
We are in Mississippi.
Yes, we are in
Poplarville,
Poplarville, Mississippi.
It's been quite hot and nasty and dry. But yeah, so we moved the pigs around. We'll be getting hopefully this fall we'll have some kids.
Let's see. So she's telling me I can touch their name. This is saying put in timeout or ban. I don't want to do that.
You don't put nobody in timeout.
No. No. All right. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, they're in Louisiana. Okay.
Who? See, I'm still trying to learn how to read all this and do all this. Oh. We're at in Louisiana. We lived in Slidell for a good while.
They're in my home state.
Yep. Candace, I tried to touch on her and do that, but I can't. It's not doing it. Let's see if I do her. No, I better be careful. I'll just do it after because I don't want to take any chances and losing everybody. The picture. Okay.
The picture. She said you will learn touching a picture.
All right, I'll try. Y'all walk me through this. If y'all know something I don't, walk me through it. All right, so here's the picture.
West Monroe or something like that, Shreveport.
That's wanting to bring up the. I'm in StreamYard. Does that make a difference, Candace? I'm not on the YouTube thing. I'm on the StreamYard, and it's streaming it to YouTube. So, like I said, I don't know if that makes a difference or not. but it's not happening. When I touch it, it's just highlighting what she has said. The north central part of the state.
Yeah, I thought that maybe West Monroe, maybe Shreveport or
Okay.
something.
Did you want to come up, Candace? You're more than welcome to. I'd love to have you. She has an absolutely beautiful voice. I listen to her sing and it just does my heart good. She just belts it out and you can tell her heart is singing straight to the Lord.
40 miles west of Monroe. Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
All right. Here's Rebecca. I'm bringing you up now, Rebecca. There you are.
Hello,
Hey
everyone.
there. I'm so excited.
I am having some issues tonight. My left ear is hurting pretty good.
It's
So,
hurting.
Yeah, I've got some pain.
Can we pray for you real quick?
Yes, you can.
All right. You want to pray for Rebecca? Her ear's hurting.
Yes, Lord, we come to you in prayer from Miss Rebecca here that you remove anything that's foreign in there, Lord, the infection or anything, Lord, that you remove it in the name of Jesus.
Yes,
Amen.
God. And let it feel better right away in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
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 And we'll continue to pray for you.
Thank you. I was supposed to be up on DJ's tune review tonight, and
Aw.
it's like, hey, I'm not feeling good. So,
I
did want to come up and let everybody see that who I am.
Yep.
Thank you.
This is Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. She is one of the most awesome ladies you'll ever meet on YouTube. She is precious. She crochets hats for people, and
It's not called crocheting. I with a
is it knitting?
crochet, it's knitting.
Knitting. Okay.
I'm about to show you what I do the hats on. I just got to get some things out of here. I also crochet. This is a pot holder for somebody that I'm making.
Okay. I sent you an email today to put my order in for me and Mark a hat.
You did. This is what I use.
Is that called a loom?
It's a round loom.
Okay. Awesome.
But in fact, tomorrow, I'm hoping that I'm definitely going to feel better. I'm going to feel better.
Claim it.
Amen. Candace wants to know if you sell your hats and stuff.
Well, because I'm on disability, I can't say that I'm selling my hats. If someone wants to bless me with something, that's okay.
And you'll send her an email. Her email is in her description. You send her an email and you tell her and she'll put you on her list. I've been meaning to do it forever, but whenever it happens, it happens. And I will make sure that, I bless her with something back. Because she is so sweet. There's so many YouTubers that have hats and things that Rebecca has made. So what a blessing. I mean, you have blessed so many people with the work of your hands that God has gifted you with. Hello, Stevie Outdoorsman. Welcome in. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Stevie.
So, Candace, send her an email.
I can teach you how to pin that link at the top.
Okay. I didn't pin it?
No, you did not.
Okay.
I had to find it clear at the top. I don't know if it's still there on.
Yeah, that was at the very top.
You have to have YouTube popped out. Yes, it's still there.
Okay, have YouTube where?
You have to have YouTube popped out on if you're on a computer or a laptop.
Okay.
If you're on a phone, I don't know how to do it on the phone.
Okay.
But if it's on your laptop, to the right, there's these 3 dots. You click on those. You click on those 3 dots to the right.
So you'd have to have it like an extra, like go into an extra tab, and YouTube up on the side.
Basically, your stream is up there at the top, and where it says StreamYard, there's 3 dots. There's 3 dots at the on the right hand side of that. Now, if you're on your phone, I've never done it on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, that's what Candace was saying about the 3 dots, and tried to
You-
touch it, but I didn't. It went up to like highlight it. You know how it highlights the comment?
Yes.
So that's what it did. Let me go back and try one more time. I'm trying to be
can't-
careful because the cats knocked my computer off a few months back and messed up the screen. So I got to be very careful. It's a touch screen. All right. So this one, when I touch the 3, it says put user in timeout or ban user or delete their comment. I don't want to do that to you.
Wow. That's interesting.
That's what
But
it
no,
says
this would
in
be on
StreamYard.
your StreamYard link that you have.
Oh, the
So
link. Okay.
you find that link. Do you have
Okay.
YouTube? Do you have YouTube chat popped out? Or do you
I
just
don't
have
know if the chat is on there, StreamYard.
it's just StreamYard? Okay, then you don't have YouTube chat popped out. It's
So I need to bring that up, but I'm not going
you
to do
have
that
to have
tonight because
YouTube.
I'll
You
mess
have
it
to
up.
have YouTube. You have to have YouTube popped out. And usually, before I ever get up on someone's panel now, I will pop YouTube out. You know, like when I come into your channel, I go up to the top and you touch that link that's up at that says top chat or live chat. Usually it says
Okay.
top chat. It's top chat. Now I changed it to live chat. But what you end up doing is you click on that top chat and there's those 3 dots to the side. And it will say pop out chat. So you have 2 chats together. You have your YouTube
Okay.
and you have your StreamYard. And what you end up doing is you click on pop out chat on YouTube, and then you'll take your cursor and slide it all the way over, and then you'll slide it over again. So it's scrunched a little bit.
Okay.
And then you come back into StreamYard and you will, the box that's up top, it has 2 boxes in it. You will take it to a single and you move that over. And then you have 2 chats side by side.
Okay. Well, maybe in the next few days, maybe I can send
Yes.
you an email or something, and me and you can get on here.
I know that
You can walk me
Wednesday,
through it.
yeah, I can walk you through it. I can send you an old link from StreamYard and be able
Okay.
to step you through it.
Okay. I appreciate
unlike on
that.
this one, you'll have an old link where if you want to talk to somebody privately,
Okay.
you can send them that old link because you have where you set up a stream and then you have the other link that's there that I can go in and be able to email somebody and say, hey, I've sent you a link. Please come in and we'll talk.
Okay. That's kind of what Tiffany and I did from Mud Mascara. She is the one actually helped me learn how to do all the StreamYard stuff. I had no clue.
It's kind of nice, you know. So and Peaceful Des taught me how to pop out the chat, and
Yeah, she's awesome too. She's definitely
she
awesome.
is.
Sweet, sweet person. That's somebody
Yeah,
else, guys.
I'm working on a hat right now that there's a lady that's going live at 10 her time. It's 9 my time.
Oh wow.
And I'm gifting 2 people a hat.
Oh, that's so
You know,
sweet.
so I'm making one right now.
That's awesome.
This is
Guys, she had mentioned Peaceful Des. If y'all have not checked her out, please do. She is such a wonderful human being and will help you through all kinds of stuff. Like she's helped me too with things. Hello, Lindy Oki. Thank you for coming in. We are so glad that you're here. So yeah, we're learning every single day. This is our 7th live stream. We should know a lot more by now, but it's so hectic every single day. We skate in here by the seat of our pants just to get the live
Well, we just got done
going.
feeding the goats and the chickens, and
Yeah, we were building a kidding stall for our mama goat. Well, we have 3 mama goats.
our mama
Yeah,
goats.
we have 3 of them that is supposed to kid. So in the next few weeks here.
Have you ever learned how to test their ligaments back there?
No.
Oh,
Tell me how.
I'm not sure. I used to raise goats, but the where the tail set is, there's these two ligaments there.
Uh-huh.
When you can't feel them anymore, it's within 24 hours they should be having their kids.
Oh, well, good. I'll check that out. Hello, Cindy Squirrel Off Grid. Thank you for coming in. So glad you're here. But yeah, I'll definitely test that out because I know she's getting close.
I'm guessing she's wondering where I'm at. If you look at my avatar, I'll say something in the chat. Maybe you'll figure out where I'm at. Most people, let me say. See, having the YouTube popped out, I can type something in the chat. That's one other good thing about it.
Yep. And yeah, she can't, she's all over the place. She's definitely all over the place, Stevie Outdoorsman.
Now, if you look at that shape of my avatar, you might be able to figure out what state I'm in. If you can't, then I'll let you know.
Who, me? You're in Missouri, right?
That is correct.
That's what, yeah, I thought so.
It was growing with Grace. She was growing in Grace.
Yep. Candace
and stuff.
Yep, she needs us to support her and be her friend, Rebecca. She really needs us right now, so we need to love up on Miss Candace.
I'm still surprised at how many people have joined. I guess it's called my crusade of everybody that I have met, that I've connected to on YouTube has one of my hats.
That's awesome. I mean, what a blessing. And you're covering their head. Spiritually, you're covering their head. So that's a really good thing. I mean, when you think about it, you know what I mean?
There's another person that has one of my, I think it was Cindy Squirrel Off Grid. She just loves the dishcloth and pot holder that she got. And
she also, a lot of times, like on Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, she'll, on Tony with Kettle Kitchen, things like that, she'll give things, donate things to be given away as prizes as well. So it's a lot of fun to get in on those channels when they're doing those giveaways, because you never know, you might wind up with something Rebecca made by hand. Where's Ronald?
He's resting.
Ronald is her brother, and he's a sweet fella. He's got his own channel too, and you can tell him about that. Hey, Tammy and Bob from Tammy Tukas. That's my sister as well.
Oh, wow.
So 2 of my sisters are in here.
That is so great.
Rochelle and Tammy. So tell them a little bit about Ronald's channel, if you don't mind, Rebecca.
Ronald's channel is the changing of his name a little bit. It's Ronald Duke and Black. It's about John Wayne and Johnny Cash. He hasn't put any videos up yet, but if you go to his about section, it's more about supporting me. But
hey, we're going to Louisiana style. Just didn't want to miss her.
We're going to get out there and start doing some recording.
Okay.
He loves trains.
I know. I've heard him talk about them. So sweet. She helps take care of her special sweet brother. She loves her brother, and she takes care of him. He's very special to her.
I took care of our mother until she passed, and so my brother's got special needs. He is autistic and things. So.
And she is such a blessing to him. And I'm sure he's a blessing to you as well, huh?
He is.
It's nice to have somebody to talk to sometimes too, huh?
For sure.
So, Wanda Louisiana Style is in here, and she's a new friend as well. And she's a Christian lady as well. So y'all get to know her as well. If y'all can. I love to encourage support of other channels, because that's how we all grow and that's how we meet new friends. And that's how I know Rebecca up here on the screen, is through many, many chats. And I feel like I've known her my whole life.
Oh, wow.
And you're just a wonderful lady. And I know a lot of people feel that way about you and are blessed to have you in their lives. And we definitely blessed. So, yeah, send the crawdad. You're right. I miss our Louisiana crawfish. You eat crawfish, Rebecca?
I never have.
Really?
Never.
Have you had lobster?
Yes, but it wasn't very good.
Okay. Well,
I went to Red Lobster and it was very chewy, and I don't
Yep,
think it was
that's good.
supposed to be like
yeah, if
that.
you don't have, sorry, I move around so much, guys. I've had 8 back surgeries, so I'm like, it's hard to sit still sometimes. So, um, if someone's there not cooking them properly and you get a bad lobster the first time, you just are like, bleh, I don't want to have nothing to do with that again. I'm glad the first time I had lobster, it was good, because I had it after that and it wasn't so good. So I knew that that's how crawfish are, like mini lobsters, but they're not tough like a lobster, if that
Oh,
makes sense.
okay.
It's got a really good flavor. Oh, you're in Hammond, huh, Wanda? That's good to know. We used to live in Slidell, Louisiana. So, not too far
That's definitely a state I haven't been in yet.
to Louisiana. Yeah, I've just kind of been in the southern states more than anything. I went to Oklahoma when I was I was director for Pampered Chef years
Oh,
ago, and we went over there for a big get together. So just, like a director's meeting, and you see all the new stuff that come out. So I didn't really get to explore, but got off the plane, got off the bus, went to the meeting, the hotel, and then back on and back home. So it wasn't like I really got to explore there. So, but it was a fun time. Yeah.
yeah.
Crawdaddy is underrated.
I had went to a Red Lobster, and I'm guessing it was the way that they had cooked it. You know,
Probably.
I've had crab. Uh, Living in Washington State, we've had oysters.
Oh, yeah.
Or clams. We've had clams and different things like that. So
My sister Rochelle does not, one of them that's in here, she does not like oysters at all.
oh my.
We laugh because one time we went to a seafood restaurant and she told them specifically, do not put any oysters. I want the seafood platter, but I'd rather extra fish in the place of the oysters. I don't like oysters. So they came out with small pieces of catfish, not large, and she was tasting it and she said, this is the nastiest tasting fish I've ever had in my life, and I love catfish. And we kind of laughed. I said, that's not catfish, that's an oyster. They messed up and put it on her plate. She said, no wonder, it's disgusting. Lynn the Okie, we are in Poplarville, Mississippi. Yeah, Mark had said it down at the bottom, but that's where we're at. Where are you at? I know in Oklahoma, but where at?
I am, I guess, smack dab in the middle of the state of Missouri.
You're in the center.
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
Since 19, in Missouri, I've lived here since 83.
Oh, wow. So you've been there quite a while.
I have.
Yeah.
It gets cold there.
My family lived on the West Coast. I lived in all 3 West Coasts of California, Oregon, and Washington. Also lived in Utah.
Oh, wow.
And then when I left Oregon in 83, because I lived with my parents, Job Corps, flew me back to Missouri.
Oh,
And
wow.
I've been here ever since.
Wow. So you've been around. I bet you Utah was beautiful, huh?
It was.
Yeah, I see
So was
pictures
so
and I
was so
dream
was
about it.
Washington, but it has gotten very expensive there.
I bet.
Washington State has.
Yeah, one of my real good friends lived in Washington State for a while, and then they're military family, Navy, and they're now in Jacksonville, Florida. So they're both retired, but he is director, I think, for ROTC, like one of the big head guys now that goes from state to state in the general area, I believe. But he couldn't just let it go. He had to do something, have his hand in it somewhere. But he loves it, so that's all that matters.
It
So,
kind of makes me think. It kind of makes me think of Mike at MT Homestead. I'm
uh-huh,
guessing that he's probably doing somewhat the same.
yeah, I think so. He's got to have his hand in something.
Yeah.
But they're awesome people too, guys. She just mentioned Mike at MT Homestead. If y'all have not checked them out, go check them out. They're wonderful, wonderful people. They're great supporters of channels. Hey, Derek Fowler,
Hi, Derek.
1973. I was about to come through that screen and get to them beans you made in that shindig. Those look really good. Um, Derek is in the shindig. Have you heard about the shindig, Rebecca?
No.
Uh, Tony from Kettle Kitchen, Tiffany with Mud and Mascara, and I think who the third one was. Who was the third one, Derek? I'm sorry. But they're putting on a shindig, and you make something that you would bring to a shindig. So, like a get together, any kind of get together,
Well,
you could bring either.
I already know what that would be. Is some green beans that a very sweet dear friend taught me how to
Mm,
make. It's
um,
you take cans of green beans
uh-huh.
and you put them, you rinse them. I always rinse them.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, stop, boy. I don't know why my dog's scratching, but I asked him to stop. He you take green beans, canned green beans, and you put them in your instant pot, and then you put onions. If you want meat, you can put meat in there. If you don't have to.
You're never
And
late, Heather. Sorry.
you put ginger, you put cloves. You sprinkle cloves and garlic powder
Uh-huh.
and butter and cook it. And oh my gosh, it is so good.
I would have to try it. I'm not a big fan of canned green beans like you. I'd have to wash them. I love green bean casserole, but like just regular old green beans, mm-mm. Now, fresh green beans, I love them, but canned green beans, I'm not a fan. Um,
It,
Mark can make them good, but in a casserole.
I can't
it
cook.
So you
teaches
said butter
butter,
and what else?
garlic powder, and cloves,
And
ground
cloves.
cloves,
Okay.
ground cloves.
I bet you that's neat.
Oh, it is
I'll have to try
so
that.
so
I
good.
know it probably, the cloves probably change the flavor a good bit instead of
They do.
having that can taste. Um,
Right.
but Derek, oh yeah, 9 Acre Family Farms is who the one of the three. Now there is, I think, 41 of us. They actually invited me to come into the shindig. I was like very honored. So mine is,
Chicken wings.
I want to say about the 28th of the month. I have to go back and look at the email.
What are we doing? Chicken wings?
But you go in and you
Heather,
watch. You can go on Kettle Kitchen or 9 Acres or Mud Mascara, and they'll have a little icon that says the shindig. So you'll go and watch each person's contribution to the shindig. So there's going to be like 41 channels, I think it is. And sometimes there's two a day, one for every day of the month, but there's some days have two. And you watch it and you put a meaningful comment into the comment section and, just kind of show, not like you copy and pasted something, but be genuine when you comment if you go and watch them. And then Tony has Tony, Tiffany, and Dale and Lisa, they have a giveaway at the end of it. So I think it's on October 1st, but if y'all go look for Kettle Kitchen Mud Mascara or 9 Acre Family Farm, you can see the details. And it's fun. You learn how to make a lot of really neat stuff that you probably had no clue how to make in the past. Simply Jan, hey, my sweet friend, how are you? And Hunting and Stuff with J&J, thank y'all for coming in. We appreciate y'all very much. And for you guys do you recognize all these folks? Hey, Ronald. I see Ronald in the background.
There's my brother.
Hey, buddy. He just woke up.
You guys want to see a little bit of this hat? This is what I'm making.
Look how neat. And when do you take it off and make that little crown part for the crown of the head?
I have to
or you just keep doing the whole thing on
there? I have to do 16 rows of this to make the band. And then after that, if it's a female, if I'm doing this for a female, it's 26 rows. And then there's a certain way I take it off. And then men, I usually do 28 or 30, depending on how big the guy's head
Their
is.
head, yeah.
I mean, there's sometimes there's ladies that have to have a longer hat also.
Big hats.
Because the thing is these hats stretch because they're knitted.
Make sure you make Mark's twice as big as mine because he got a big old head. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
I got to give him a hard time. It's so much fun. Heather, thank you so much for coming in. You're never late. We appreciate you being here. Can Heather make you a moderator, or I have to do that?
I don't know if a mod can make someone a mod. I would think that you would have to.
All right, I will do that when we go out. I could have sworn that I'd done that. It was all my intention because I know that you do it for many channels. And if you don't mind me doing that, I want to ask you.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, good. Well, when we're done.
The only thing I don't know how to do is drop links.
Hi, Jam.
Yes, Derek and I share the same birth date, month, and day, but of course not year.
Oh, good. That's awesome. So, guys, if you haven't checked out Derek Fowler or Hunting and Stuff with J&J, y'all go check them out as well. I don't know how to drop links. I know Heather is doing some of that right now, and I appreciate that. But like I was saying earlier, we definitely need to support one another because that's what it's all about. Loving and supporting each other. And we really need each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
We all need each other.
Tomorrow I will be going live at 2:00.
At 2?
At 2. And
okay.
I'm going to be making a hat for Curmudgeon AK at 2, and it'll be 11:00 his time.
Curmudgeon N?
Yes.
They have a really neat channel too.
So he'll be getting his hat made tomorrow live.
So it's 2:00 Central or
Central.
Central. Okay, that's our time. So good deal. Good deal. Yep, Heather's dropping links for y'all guys so y'all can find everybody a lot easier that way. And don't just go and click on them. Make sure you press that bell like we tell everybody else to do. So don't just sub to them. Click that bell and go watch a few of their videos. You might be pleasantly surprised and make a lifelong friend or learn something you didn't know before. So
watch a pretty cool channel that has funny.
Yeah,
I did my first short on the 30th for my dog Blue. It was his. It was
yeah,
his
I've seen that. His happy birthday, huh?
Yep.
That was your first short?
That was my first short.
Oh, well, congratulations. And you see, you got a good many comments on there, everybody telling him happy birthday.
Yep.
Is he 4?
He's 4. Yes.
4. That's what I thought. He's a beautiful dog.
I did a short, but I filmed it the wrong way. Instead of filming it up and down, I filmed it sideways, so it went to
Well, that happened to me.
It was a video about my other dog Denver being lazy, lying down and eating.
Well, we film a lot on our phones. Most everything is on our phones because we don't have the, what's those things called?
GoPro, yeah.
GoPro. Definitely want to get one of those later, but for now, we have what we have. And it's an investment I definitely want to make later, but right now we just trying to feed the animals, if you know what I mean, and ourselves. So, and they have went and like ridiculous on the animal food. It is up 2 and sometimes 3 times as much
But it's not that bad.
now. Okay.
Really not that bad.
Yeah, one little bag of chicken food is almost $26.
Well, everybody knew that.
And that's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? And we were paying $8 and something to start off with, and then it went up to 10 something, then 12 something, and then it was just like doubled instantly. So we have chickens, goats, rabbits, pigs. I have 2 breeder pigs that we're breeding to, make more babies to sell the babies. And then we have a little Juliana pig, which is my baby. We have a bunch of crazy roosters that I want to find homes for because I'm over them. Because there's so many, and we had them separated, but now they're getting in with our females and our hens, and they're just 2 or 3 of them at a time, jumping on a hen, and they're stressing them out. I don't want that. So they're going to have to either find a new home or go to freezer camp. And I hate saying that because I love them, but I mean, they're useless eaters right now at this point.
The Jan said their bag of food's $14.
Wow.
Yeah, we get.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're getting.
My brother sitting clear back there, I don't think he's seen. Dink and Tank said hi to you, Ronald.
Oh, thanks, Dinkin.
Hey, Ronald.
Hi.
We're so glad you popped in behind your sister. We love her so much. Mhm.
I love
And
her too.
I know you do. It's
I have
evident.
a funny way of showing it.
Yeah, he does.
And she has a funny
You
way
do?
of showing me. She has a
Can you
funny
let
way
us see your face, Ronald, so everybody can say hi to you?
Yes, if you want to move that stuff.
Oh,
This is what I recorded on was an iPad.
Oh, wow.
can be-
That's awesome. Say hi to Ronald, everybody. This is Rebecca's brother. He's a wonderful man.
He certainly is.
Cindy, Cindy Squirrel Off Grid says it's $28 up there. Running neck and neck. And where are you at, Cindy, again?
Sit these back there.
You can turn on that little bit of light if you want. Mark's looking all dark in the corner. I got him punished in the corner back there.
That's my wife and the son.
Yeah, he's out in the sun a whole lot, so he's extra dark, and I'm white as a ghost, even though I stay outside.
And I get out in the sun, and even though I tan somewhat, I still burn.
I do too. I've got to be careful because I'm so fair complected. Blonde hair, green eyes, and white skin. But yeah, we are in a camper. We converted it into a tiny home. We are raising a grandson. He is almost 15. We've had him since birth. He still sees mom here and there. He has 3 siblings, and he does get to visit them some. But when we decided to get this property. It's a 10.19 acres. We decided let's get a camper and let's turn it into a tiny home and, you know, pay off some of these bills and get out of the system. Well, we're not out the system yet, but that's a goal, a big goal for us. But we thought Dallas was going to go stay with mom. And because that was kind of, he wanted, the older he got, the more he wanted to be with his mom and his siblings. And it just didn't work out. And we've tried 3 different times. So the Lord says he stays here. So that's where he stays.
Yeah, Dallas said he seen a GoPro on TV.
Y'all have a good night.
$20.
Tamara and David, we
Good night,
thank y'all so
guys.
much for
Thank
coming
you for
in.
coming.
Bye, Tamara and David.
But so we, you know, moved in here and Dallas was a sofa surfer. And now he has his own tent and things like that. And he spends a lot of time in that. It's a 3 cabin tent. And he's got it set up with his little TV and his gaming stuff. And we try to limit that because I don't like him on the gaming stuff. That's not something we like or try to encourage. But he's a teenager and he's got to have his own space. And it's kind of hard when you're in with Meemaw and Peepaw in a camper, you know, close quarters and stuff. We spend a lot of time in the yard, thank God. But and when it's cool weather, we eat. We have picnic tables and stuff, and we eat outside. So it's been really too hot to do any of that. Good night, Candace. We thank you so much for coming in. Get some rest. Hope you feel better.
I'm going to definitely write that down.
Y'all pray for Candace. She's not feeling well either, and she's going through a whole lot right now. So y'all make sure you keep her in your prayers, please. Simply Jan says, I raised my grandson from when he was 10 months old. He's now 30 and gave us 2 beautiful, great grandchildren. How wonderful is that?
And Hunt and stuff got that.
That's awesome.
By their little one.
Who? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Cleared it for you,
Oh, wow.
J&J.
Wow.
Wow.
Comes in.
You know,
Tammy?
in the midst of everything going on, I think that God is really saving these children through the grandparents, because the parents are off doing crazy stuff, you know, drugs or whatever they're doing. And I think God knew that these children needed somebody in there that could direct them in his direction instead of that wild, rambunctious lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I know it's tough on us raising grandkids, but in the same sense, it's a major blessing. So, yes, praying for all of us. Praying. Hey, love. Oops, he's 31. Okay. So, Jan. It's hard looking at Dallas now because he's getting like real Elvis looking sideburns, you know what I mean? They're getting thick and he's furry and he's got his little mustache and I'm like, stop growing up. It breaks your heart to see him growing up. I mean, you want to see him grow up. It's a natural thing, but it also breaks your heart because you know your baby will be leaving the nest, you know? When my children, I have 3 children, when they were grown, I was like, yay, I finally get to have a life, you know?
I in fact, I know a channel that's called Fathering Autism. And their daughter finally turned 18. And because of her autism, they had to get an attorney to be able to protect her.
Wow.
And she got her own attorney. You know, the state supplied her with an attorney to make sure. And their whole life has changed because they've now got conservatorship over their disabled daughter. You know, now the court system's involved with that.
That drives me crazy that they got to put their hand in there.
Yes.
You know
I
what's really sad, Rebecca, is the children that are suffering, that are getting beat, that are, not being taken care of properly, even disabled children, they are usually the ones that they leave alone. They never get found out. These poor kids are beaten, and all the ones that are trying to do good and stand by their grandchildren or their children or special needs children, that's the ones that they want to mess with. And it's really sad, um, because they want to put their 2 cents in there and heavy hand a family that's doing well, you know?
Oh, Ronald, you see that face? He just did his whine. He needs to go potty. I'm sorry, my dogs need to go out.
Do what you need to do, honey.
Ronald, you wanna go take care of the boys? He did this like Denver did.
Yep. Derek,
You know-
you're right. These kids, and that's what we're trying to instill in Dallas, is the old
Work
ways
ethic.
and the good work ethic and stuff, because these children today have no clue.
Well, he can drive the tractor and cut grass
Yeah.
and pull a wrench.
And we homeschool him. And a lot of people's like, how can you do that with everything else you got going on? You have to.
Oh, he
You have to.
he knows how to cut a 45 on a piece of wood and cut straight. And
I don't want them indoctrinating him with the stuff that they
he knows how
learning
to
in school these days. You know what I
finish
mean?
sheetrock. He can finish sheetrock and all kind of stuff. That's how I was taught.
And we teach him, to try to be honest. And he fights us sometimes on things. Of course he does, because he's a teenager. But overall, he's a really good kid. You can ask Rochelle and Tammy that are both in the chat. He is a good kid. Thank God. Excuse me 1 second. I'm moving wires because he's letting the dogs back in, and they'll pull
How big-
everything down
how
if
big
I'm
are
not
your-
careful.
How big are your dogs?
Well, Dozer is gigantic. Let's see. Come here, Dozer. Let's see if I can get him to come here. Come here, Dozer. Come up on Daddy real quick. Come here. Let's see. This is Dozer. He is a Anatolian. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
If I can get him in there. He's gigantic. He's a Anatolian Pyrenees mix.
Oh, okay.
Great
Pyrenees mix.
Mix
Yeah,
with
and they're
Anatolian
huge.
Shepherd.
They're really big dogs.
He's about
They are.
120 pounds.
I'm 5'6", and he comes up to his top of his body comes up to my hips. So he's a really, really big
And
dog.
we have two of them. The other one's a female. Her name is Lila.
That's awesome, Derek. And then we have Nina, which she's trying to get up here by Mama right now. Come here, Nina. Come see Mama. This is Nina. She is a lab mix with American Pit Bull, but more lab than anything.
More
So,
spoiled rotten than
yeah.
anything.
Blue is his dad was a black lab.
Uh-huh.
His mother was a fawn English Mastiff.
Bye, Tammy.
His mom was
Yeah, that's huge.
his mom was an English Mastiff, but not all of the puppies took after that tall English Mastiff, which I wish he had gotten taller. But he's more like a lab. You know,
Did I say hi to Stevie Outdoorsman? I don't know if I did. If not, I am so sorry. Hello there. They said they had a blue Chihuahua named Dozer. A little bit. They have big attitudes, them little Chihuahuas. I have a not a Chihuahua, but a Jack Terrier.
Jack Terrier.
That was a rescue from one of my neighbors. Asked if we would take him because they were moving into a different neighborhood and they were wanting to travel, and I didn't need 2 more dogs, but we went ahead and we took 2
Why
more
not?
dogs.
Only
The
have,
more the merrier. Let's just have
only have
20 of
22
them,
cats
right?
that we rescued.
Trying to move this camera. Oops, sorry guys. Trying to move the camera a little because
Have you heard of Homestead in the Wood with Dee?
yes, I love her.
We are going to have, once I send out all the different things that I need to send out, I was going to ship them off today. A loom to Linda Denton. I'm sending off a set of these looms to her.
Oh wow.
We're gonna have kind of like collaboration where I'm going to show everybody how to do this on Dee's channel.
That is awesome. When are you doing that?
We haven't scheduled it yet because I need to get that box to Linda so she can get some yarn, and we'll have a thing where I'll come up on her stream and show everybody how to finish a hat. It may take us 4 hours, but I'm going to teach everybody.
That'd be awesome. If I can catch it, I will. I would love to try to buy oh, thank you so much, Simply Jan. That's our first ever. That is so sweet. Our little super chat. You are so
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Thank you. That just touches my heart. You are awesome.
I stole some riches.
Huh?
Are they happy now?
The dog. TV outdoors.
Okay. I'm glad I did.
There's my dear sweet brother.
I only had one way in my room to go. I had floor covered with a whole bunch of stuff, and there's only one direction to go, and that was up.
I hear ya. That's
So
the only direction we all need to go, especially when things are down, huh? Is up.
Yeah. I took and built shelves and put the records and the other stuff on top of it and went up the walls to where I
Oh,
could
wow.
get the stuff off the floor. So now it's all much better.
I think you're a great help to your sister. Just
Yeah.
her being able to keep doing what she's doing and you be able to take the dogs out. What a blessing. That is so sweet.
They're good boys.
Mhm. Bye, Tammy.
Hi, Mark.
We thank you for coming in, honey. That's my crazy Mark in the chat. He's over there playing on the phone in the chat. So we love you, Jan, very much. And if y'all have not seen No Judgment Here with Tish Ross, guys, go check her out. She has the most awesome channel, and she, talks to a lot of people and channels and stuff and gets their life stories. And Jan has her beautiful story of redemption on there that it broke my heart, touched my heart. I was crying, I was smiling, it's just really, really good. And there's so many channels on there that she brings out their story, a lot of pain and things that people has went through, and then their redemption. And I love, love, love No Judgment Here with Tish Ross. Y'all please go check them out as well. Very awesome channel, very awesome people. Her and her husband have a channel, Full Blown Country, and they are a husband-wife team. And I'm not sure, is it Wednesday, Rebecca? Do you remember that they do their lives?
Yes, it's Wednesday. She does No Judgment Here with Tish Ross does it on Mondays at 7.
Okay.
They had to do something else different on that Monday one because something happened with the lady that was going to come on.
Stevie Outdoorsman was asking Mark about, do we harvest the pigs or just have them for pets? Right now, we just have them for pets. We're breeding them, though. But yeah, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they have hers is on Mondays at 7, and
Okay.
then Wednesday on Full Blown Country. At I'm trying to think. I'm thinking, is it Jan? Is it also at 7? I think it is. Oh, there it
um,
is.
but guys, if you want, and then I'm sure if you wanted to tell your story, that you could email her and she would love to do that. She's always looking for somebody to, that wants to tell their testimony and their story. Yeah, Monday and Wednesday. So y'all check them out. Full Blown Country not or, um, No Judgment Here with Tish Ross. And then, yeah, I do have them for pets. And I love them babies.
How big are your pigs?
Right now the male is probably about 75, 80 pounds, and the female's probably about 125, I'm guessing.
But they'll be couple 100 pounds before long.
Yeah, they'll be huge.
I know another channel. It's Yogi Hollow Farm. They have Kunis.
Yes, yes.
Which
Those
are
are pigs,
which are
from
a lot
my
smaller.
understanding, that don't have a whole lot of fat. That they're a
Oh,
great pig, but they don't have a whole lot of fat. But I could be wrong.
what are they?
Don't quote a Kuni.
Yeah, Cooney. Or
That it's more of a lean pig, I think. But when we eventually, have the babies and we sell them off, people can do what they want. I don't want to know about it, but they can do what they want with their pigs when they purchase them. I just don't want to know about it.
it's just another business for the farm to make money.
Yeah. And the reason we would sell them too, even the goats, is just to put money back into their feed and stuff. Because, we do have 3 of the 7 goats are rescues. The guy had dementia and he was getting elderly and he could not take care of him anymore. And he had a lady staying with him that would go out and feed him, and that's it. There was no real human interaction and stuff. So, my friend called me and said, my dad is going through this, and so if y'all want to go, and what was about an hour and a half from here.
Yeah, it was in Taylorton, Mississippi.
So we went to get them. We took us some big dog kennels and went and picked them up. But I hated the fact that they were kind of wild. Not kind of, they were wild.
We had to
So
chase
they
them
weren't
down.
used to people interacting with them a whole lot. So we literally had to pin them in the corners to get them into those dog kennels to get them home. So I hated that because I didn't want the pigs not to trust us, if you know what I mean. She said we used to get feed from the big chicken, Stevie Outdoorsman, houses and feed them to the hogs we had when we were kids. You're talking about growing fast. They grow really fast. My sister Tammy that was in here earlier, she also has pigs. She's the one that actually told us about these pigs. And hers are huge compared to mine. They're huge. I'm like, what are you doing?
She's nonstop feeding them
Hi,
24/7.
Verna.
But
It was Thursday.
did I? Oh, hey, Verna. So glad you
Verna's
came
here.
in from
I finally
Vady's
got
place.
to. I finally got to meet her on StreamYard in someone's chat.
Aw.
So I know what she looks like now. Yeah, I'm knitting. No, I'm not. Yes, I'm doing a hat for a giveaway that's in 45 minutes.
Wow, in 45 minutes.
45 minutes. I probably won't have the hat done, but I'll be able to.
I don't know what I'm going to do quite yet. I've had quite a few ideas, Derek, on what I'm doing, but I really don't
chicken wings?
No, I'm not doing chicken wings. I haven't really pinned it down just yet as to what I'm going to do.
A
Yeah,
brisket?
it was great meeting you, Verna. It really was.
It is so nice, you know what I'm saying? I've seen you on a lot of lives, but it's actually really sweet to be able to interact with you as a human being on this channel instead of just seeing you on somebody else's, to actually get to talk to you. So
Yes.
it's a really wonderful thing, and I thank you so much for,
Welcome.
coming up with us. And y'all, if you weren't in here earlier, we were asking for prayer for Rebecca's ear. She's having ear pain. So y'all please make sure you pray for her ear, because prayer is the best thing we can do for each other.
Tammy
It
said
really
she's
is.
still in here.
Oh, well, hey, Tammy, was you telling somebody else bye?
Yeah, in the chat.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you want to
We
see
all
my
saying
next?
bye
You
to
want
her.
to see my next? You want to see my next pet?
Yes.
He's a big boy.
Oh, I love him.
Beautiful.
He's beautiful. What's his name?
BB.
BB.
It means
I
big
have
boy.
I
Doesn't
have
mean
a BB too,
I call him BK brothers,
and I call him Beautiful Boy.
but I do call him BK brothers.
I
Yeah,
call him big boy.
he's
Oh,
beautiful.
he's clawing me. Here's a big cat.
Phoebe
Oh
has
my
7 goats
See
and
how
1
big this kitty is. I like the other one more. She's much lighter.
She's much what?
Much lighter. She's smaller. I have two cats, 2 dogs.
Oh wow. Yeah, we have like 26 cats, and
6 of them?
yeah,
Oh wow.
and some of them are rescues, some of them are from rescues that we got, and they were pregnant when we got them, or got pregnant shortly after we got them. So yeah.
In
Somebody,
fact, the female cat that we have, she had come. Yes, I know. Come on, baby, get down, please. But
they
yeah,
want our attention, don't they?
he wants a Georgia Bulldog cat.
Boys have made it safely to Louisiana, and my rabbits are happy in new cages. Good deal.
Oh, I'm sorry, Derek. But you can thank your mother for that. Most men think that their male pattern baldness is from their father. It's from their mother.
That's
From
true.
their mother's side of the family.
Yep.
Most people don't know that.
Yep. And that's something Rochelle, my sister, Tammy, my sister that's in the chat, and myself, we're all hairdressers. I am retired because of lung issues, but that is something we learned in school too, that male pattern baldness comes from the mother's genes and not so much the father's like men think.
My brother's getting a little thin back here.
Are you trying to make a mirror on the back of your head for your sister to put lipstick on? She's going to tell you, squat down so I can fix my glasses. Hey, it's okay.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
She's got a solid black rabbit. We got a solid black one too.
Yep, we do.
Oh, I love broken
Havana
rabbits.
rabbits.
There was one time I said to some children that I have some broken mini lot broken rabbits, and they said, "Oh, aren't you going to fix that rabbit?" And I said, "The broken means the color. It's white in conjunction with a color."
Yes.
That's funny. I could see a child doing that.
I can too.
Look,
I
when they
had-
have
I
water
raised-
babies, you saying that made me think of my daughter, when my youngest daughter, when she was young, she wanted this little water baby doll that you fill up with water and it kind of feels like human skin. And they had got the plug in the back stuck. So she come in the kitchen, and I had a knife digging down in there trying to get the plug out of it. And she started screaming and crying. I'm like, flipped out. I'm like, what is the matter? What is the matter? And she says, please don't kill my baby. And I mean, she was, I said, I'm trying to get the little plug out. It broke my heart because she thought I was trying to kill her baby doll.
Verna, try something with the female, because most people don't understand, when you breed a doe, you have to take the female to the male.
Yep.
Correct.
Because
Yep.
if you bring the male to the female, he will kill her, because
Yep.
that's her smell.
Yep.
Start
That's
feeding
what we've
her
learned.
carrots. Start feeding her carrots. Start feeding her apples. And stuff, and she'll get used to you petting her by giving her those treats.
So how many animals have you had, Rebecca? You're very
Rabbits.
knowledgeable.
Well, at one point I had one goat, then found out you can't just have one goat.
Right.
I had a pygmy. She was black and white. I named her Freckles.
Oh,
That's what I named her.
we have a
And,
pygmy named Precious.
Precious. But yeah, I had a pygmy goat, and then I was able to find a male, which then they had two babies, two boys, which then
Oh.
I found homes for. I had found homes for them. So I've had rabbits, I've had goats, I have had what was that? A goose.
Oh,
I haven't had chickens. Yeah, just get them, feed them. They will get used to being petted. As you're feeding them those carrots and apples and stuff. Make sure you're petting them, and just be gentle. Eventually they'll get used to being handled, because you've got to pick that female up and take her to that male's cage.
Tammy, do you want to come up on here with us? That she probably wouldn't be able to do that. We're gonna have to wait until I know how to do that link, because if I can't put it in there, then she's
Well,
not gonna figure it
you
out.
can put it in. You can put it in again
Let
in
me see.
the chat, in the YouTube, on the YouTube side. I don't think you can put it in the StreamYard side. You have to put it on the YouTube side. So do you have your YouTube popped out?
No, that's what I'm scared to do because of my screen and all right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm afraid to do that. Let's see. Tried to put it into the chat on
You
StreamYard.
just did. You just did.
Okay, that's chat. Ain't that StreamYard?
No, that's
Chat?
YouTube. That's
Really?
YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. See how much I know.
Yeah, that's YouTube side. It also puts it in
Reagan
StreamYard,
Squad,
but I
hello.
think they have to come up on the YouTube side to get in.
Okay. Well, I know it says it asks you where you want to stream to or something, and I did that, but I had no idea. But when I do them 3 dots, it asks me, like I said, if I want to boot you or whatever. Put user in timeout or ban user. That's what it says, and I don't want to do that. Is that Reagan Squad? We're good. How are you tonight?
And always, before you
Okay.
bring somebody up, make sure you see their face.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I try not to bring anybody up that I don't know, that I haven't seen in other lives. That's kind of going to be my rule of
Hi,
thumb
Derek.
until I get to know. Good night, Derek. We thank you so much for coming in.
Good night, dear.
And look forward to everybody's shindig recipes. I have a cam. I just covered my face with glasses and a hat. Yeah. Nothing personal against you, but I don't really know you, and I've never you know, it's the first time I've seen you. Excuse me. So I'm just trying to be a little cautious right now until I get to know, once I get, you know, if I see you on your channel and I'll go check you out, then, you know, I know what you look like ahead of time, then we'll know and I'll invite you in. But if I don't know, I'm just going to kind of not do it right now. Okay. I see you down in the basement, but,
But guys, it's getting kind of late. I do have to get up early. I think we're gonna
Yeah. And I've got to get ready for that
we can probably call it even.
that live
It's been a while.
I have tonight.
Hey, everybody, hit the thumbs up for us and share us out, and we do appreciate everybody for coming in. And we had a wonderful time just chit chatting and praying and
and we're still learning how to do all this stuff. But like I said, you know, unless I know you, I'm going to wait and go check out your channel and stuff like that. And then get to know you a little better before I pull you up, just to be err on the side of caution. So because we're so new at all this, I just want to be careful.
But we do,
so
we
please
do
understand
appreciate
that.
everybody for
We
coming
definitely appreciate everybody. We thank y'all so much for coming in. Y'all have a blessed evening. Thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
I just think, you know, it's best to err on the side of caution at this time. So probably a perfectly perfect human being, but you know, I was told by many people to be careful. So that's what I'm doing. So y'all have a blessed night, guys. It's
And Tuesday night is our design.
Is our designated
7 p.m.
And sometimes we go over, you know, more than an hour, because some of our friends can't get in here until a little later. But thank y'all. Go check each other out. Y'all have a blessed evening.
God bless. Be good. Have a good week.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you, Miss Rebecca.
Okay.
Y'all have a blessed night.